If nobody talks about you, then you are nobody. Then you are nobody. Remember, child.
You attract who you are, what you are, not what you want. Energy responds to resonance, not desire. When your inner frequency aligns with what you seek, the universe reflects that alignment, drawing people, conditions, and experiences into your auric field so that they can materialize in your life. The universe doesn't respond to what you want or what you believe that you need. It responds to frequency. So whatever your predominant frequency is, you will attract more of that into your life. If you always feel afraid, you're going to attract more scary shit. If you are always in need, you're going to attract poverty. But if you believe that you have everything that you could ever want, you will live in abundance. You will live in prosperity. What you are being from moment to moment in thought, emotion, and in your body is what creates your energetic field. And that is what people respond to. If you've ever met someone and they feel nervous or anxious, you're responding to their frequency, the uneasiness that they feel predominantly in their life. No matter what kind of pep talk they give themselves before they walk into a room, if they always feel unsure, if they're suffering from imposter syndrome, it's going to be very difficult for you to believe that they are who they say they are, or that they are who they want to become. What you want must align with who you believe yourself to be. Every thought carries a vibration. Every emotion has a measurable frequency. The energy that you live in communicates much louder than the energy that you pray for or the manifestation that you hope to one day experience. The frequency that you embody is the signal that the universe reads and then mirrors back to you. When you see certain things in your life, it's because that's what the universe sees in you. Your inner state is aligned with what you seek, the people, the opportunities, the conditions that match your energy begin to gather around you abundantly. There is no lack in the universe. You'll receive more of what you are. You'll receive more of how people truly experience you. Every thought, every emotion, every belief, and every spiritual posture that you have contributes to these signals that the universe and those around you respond to. When your vibration is clear and coherent, your reality begins to organize in ways that reflect that frequency. You will get more of who you are. So whatever it is that you want to become, you must be that spiritually. You must be that in your heart. And you must be that way with those that you interact with. Manifestation becomes natural when your energy and your desire and your way of being all speak the same language. The metaphysical law of vibration has so much to do with manifestation. And this law basically says that everything in existence moves. Every thought, every object, every emotion is in motion. In fact, it could be said that emotion is energy in motion. At the molecular level and the energetic level, everything is moving. It carries a frequency, and that frequency instructs and ultimately constructs your reality. The law of vibration teaches that all matter of energy vibrate at specific frequencies. This includes your body, your thoughts, your spoken words, and your emotions. It also includes your spiritual aura, which is how people feel you. What you feel most consistently becomes your dominant vibration. And this dominant vibration becomes the energetic signature that you carry into the world. This vibration acts like a radio signal. It's always on and it is always broadcasting. You don't have to say anything out loud. Your frequency speaks for you. When you are stuck in emotions like guilt, confusion, fear, anger, your vibration begins to attract those same kinds of experiences and people and outcomes that match that inner clutter. When you are grounded, grateful, and clear, your vibration becomes coherent and resonant. And in that state, you can begin to magnetize with ease. The law of vibration does not wait for your belief to be active. It does not require permission or approval. It's always working. It simply is. And it is based on your predominant state of being. This is why spiritual discipline cannot be based on performance. After all, you are a human being. And how you be acting, how you be thinking, how you be feeling is how people experience you and how the universe will serve your blessings or your difficulty. It's important to be in charge, to have agency over your state of being. This greatly affects your manifestation ability. The law of resonance is deeply connected to how you manifest. Resonance means that energy attracts what it matches, like sound waves that amplify each other when tuned into your frequency. It calls in what it reflects. The law of resonance says that when two vibrations are in harmony, they begin to influence one another. One reinforces the other, and the result becomes a larger, more potent wave. You don't call in what you think you want. You call in what you are, who you are, what you are being emotionally and energetically. Resonance is why healing becomes magnetic. When someone has done the work of healing and they look good and they feel good and they're vibrating with the high frequency of healing, forgiveness, and triumph, their energetic field begins to resonate with those energies, and others around them begin to vibrate at that same level. Their healing becomes contagious. This is also why unhealed trauma keeps repeating. If your inner world is chaotic or clinging to past experiences, even if they didn't serve you well, you will actually call those same types of experiences. If you have unhealed trauma, you'll meet the same people over and over again. You'll find yourself in the same types of situations. Because instead of healing and moving beyond, you're replaying some aspect of them over and over again, and it's influencing your predominant energetic field. If you feel like you deserved for something to happen to you and it was your fault and you hang on to that, you are emitting energy that is congruent with whatever that thing was. If you feel like you deserve to be mistreated, you're asking to be mistreated. If you've had partners that overtalked you, you didn't like it, but you're holding on to resentment about that, then you're vibrating with being overtalked, and you're going to continue to experience that. That's how cycles repeat. It's all about resonance. And resonance is not always fair, but it is always accurate. You are what you think. You are what you feel. You are the things that you talk about. Whether or not it's your intention to continue to experience that. You may not always want what it is that you attract. You may not even deserve it. But the reality is that your reality is based on what you think about, what you talk about, and how you resonate. Resonance doesn't respond to hope either. It responds to wholeness. This is why ritual and meditation, cleansing, and having clear spiritual intentions are so important. These are technologies. They allow you to shift your inner frequency so that your outer world can respond with manifestations of what you truly desire. You are never experiencing reality. You are only ever experiencing your nervous system. You're not living what's happening. You are living how your body is interpreting it. Your nervous system is biological and metaphysical, and it shapes your perception of reality. Your body functions like an antenna. It constantly reads the energy of the people, the spaces, and the situations around you. And then it translates those signals into feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. When your nervous system is regulated, then your body signals to you that you are safe. And this opens the door for peace and creativity and even trust. You start to see the world as full of possibility, even when there are challenges. But when your nervous system is dysregulated, your body prepares for survival. You may interpret neutral events as threatening or urgent, even if there's no danger present. And this state contracts your energy and it limits your choices. You're not responding to life based on facts. You are responding to how your body feels moment to moment. Sensation is your compass, even when your mind doesn't realize it. What feels familiar becomes your energetic baseline. If chaos, conflict, or even abandonment are familiar to you, you may be unconsciously recreating those dynamics in your life. Because your nervous system registers that as your normal. It's what you know, it's what you're comfortable with. And so you'll get more of that. Trauma creates cycles because the nervous system repeats what it understands. This is why healing is not just about learning new things or behaving in different ways. It's about training your body to recognize peace as safety and a sustainable state. Manifestation is deeply connected to spiritual alignment, but it's also connected to nervous system regulation. Your body must accept your desire for your normal to be orderly in order for your frequency to stabilize in that direction. If your body is used to lack, then abundance might feel threatening. If your body is used to drama, then calm might actually feel unsafe or boring. Regulation teaches the body how to expand without fear. If your body is used to lack, then abundance might feel threatening. If your body is used to drama, then calm might actually feel unsafe or boring even. Regulation teaches the body how to expand without fear. As you begin to regulate your nervous system, you reclaim your power. You open energetic pathways that were once blocked by survival instincts. Your range expands and your life becomes more available to you. Your perception is filtered through your nervous system. Every sound, every tone, every interaction, and every opportunity is shaped by your internal state. Two people can share the same moment and have completely different experiences. You are so powerful. Whatever you focus on becomes solid. Your observation actually creates reality. When you focus on something, every other possibility collapses under your attention. So you should gaze only upon what you want to manifest. Your gaze is generative. What you consistently notice, repeat, and reflect on or rehearse becomes strengthened in the spiritual realm. You are constructing your life thought by thought. When you worry about something, you are essentially praying for that thing that you don't want. Your focus selects timelines. Every moment contains an infinite number of possible outcomes. The one you focus on the most persistently becomes dominant and eventually collapses into physical form. Your attention is actually permission for situations and circumstances to exist in your life. You make them possible by believing that they can be. Whatever you continue to give your energy to, you give permission for it to grow. Whether that is joy or bitterness, grief or gratitude, your focus feeds that frequency. Your emotion charges observation. It's not just what you look at, but how you feel while you're looking at it. That determines what becomes real in your life. Observation paired with emotional engagement builds momentum. Neutral focus is weak. Passionate focus is magnetic. Your daily mental rehearsals shape your future. Daydreaming, visualization, inner dialogue, these are all rituals of observation. What you rehearse in private becomes what you live in public. The law of observation says that what you observe, you energize. The more you breathe life into an idea, the more stable it becomes in your life, the more likely it is to manifest into reality. To observe something is to signal the universe that you wish to align with it. Your observation influences the outcomes of your reality. In both physics and metaphysics, the act of looking at the thing alters that thing. The more consistent your attention, the more rapid the transformation. Your inner vision is also as creative as outer action. You don't have to do anything but to think. As a man thinketh, so is he. Meditation, imagination, and intentional reflection, they build just as much energetic frequency as speaking or acting in the physical, sometimes even more. And understand that you are always observing something, even in your silence, even in your inaction, your inner monologue, what you see in your mind, what you're looking at over and over again in your head is shaping what gets built around you. Your gaze is creative, whether that gaze be in here with your eyes. Even in your silence, you are speaking volumes. Unconscious observation builds undesired realities. You must be intentional with your gaze. You must be intentional with your thoughts. You must be absolutely intentional with your words and the ways that you walk. Return to what it is that you want to build. Return to it often. Visit and revisit those thoughts. Read books about those things. Listen to music that aligns you with those things. Engage in conversations about the things that you want to experience in your reality. Study those conditions and circumstances, people who have done it before you, people who have done it the way that you would like to do it, but you know you can do it better. Read those kinds of books. Consume that type of material. The more you witness it, the more likely you are to become it. Observation is a spiritual command. To focus is to choose what you want to experience. So choose wisely, choose repeatedly, choose as though your life depends on it, because it does. The law of quantum collapse is choice made manifest. In every moment, the infinite becomes the specific based on where you focus your energy. Possibility becomes presence through your attention. Every thought, every prayer, what you visualize, these remove one potential and then strengthens another. Your gaze is creative. Collapse is layered. The more emotional weight you apply, the faster the energetic potential collapses into existence, into your experience. Ritual, repetition, and resonance collapse timelines. Your life shifts. It shifts to consistency. It shifts based on consistency that matches your thoughts, your predominant thoughts. Scattered attention leads to scattered results, scattered manifestations, unintentional experiences. Collapse is creation. What exists in form today began in thought, began in focus. Nothing that we experience did not have its beginning in the unseen world, the astral realm, the realm of possibility. Collapse is actually spiritual precision. The more aligned your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are, the more direct your manifestations will be. Misalignment actually delays form. You will never collapse into existence things that you doubt. You cannot doubt the existence of something you hope to experience. If you are unsure about a thing, it means it does not exist. It doesn't even exist in your mind, which is where it must begin before you can believe it in your heart and experience it with your hands. Faith is required in order to manifest. Luke chapter 6, verse 45 says, "The good person out of the treasure of their heart brings forth good, and the evil person out of evil brings forth evil. For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." This scripture speaks to what lives in the unseen heart, eventually collapsing into reality. The heart's abundance reflects the focus of one's inner gaze. What you think about, you will speak about, and what you speak about will manifest. The things that dwell within us internally become the structure upon which we build our lives. Observation begins in the heart long before you speak the first word about it. The mouth becomes the megaphone through which the heart speaks. In Yoruba cosmology, divination is the sacred act of collapsing possibility into clarity. Orisa respond to precision and spiritual alignment. Divination is how we identify the most active energetic pathways that lead to our next best self. When a diviner casts the bones, the shells, the apuele, they are reading the energetic structure of the moment, the energy that surrounds the querent. Divination reveals the path that is most aligned with what the seeker's vibration is at the moment. The divination also offers advice for how they can get to where they say they want to go. The oracle brings the unseen into language, solidifying a path that can be acted upon with confidence and power. Divination is powerful because when you look at a thing, that thing changes. So when you ask about a specific part of your life, you are going to receive increased awareness about the aspects of your life that you are actually able to influence through action or inaction, through sacrifice or behavior modification. When you gaze at destiny through divination, you are participating in its unfolding.
Nobody talks about you,